just jumping from restaurant to restaurant. We just had like a sort of OG noodle soup, and now we're here trying the ball of one. I find Hong Kong food so weird, eh? It's always like this really strange, like kind of
spaghetti.
White people, but not white people food.
Yeah, because why? Do you know why?
Because colonization, bro.
Exactly. I don't want to hear it from you, Lawrence.
We couldn't decide, so we got three. One for me, one more for me, and you can have a bite of this one.
The papaya bun guys and walnut foodie
with tangyuan. Wait, you're an adult?
Couldn't find a baggage storage place.
For a city that's like all hills and there's nowhere to store your luggage.
We're going to have lunch, first meal of the day. These seats are really cool. There's a little mirror there.
Give me a second, catch my breath.
There's a lot of reading.
When you're left-handed with the menu.
Okay, so because everything is in Cantonese and I don't speak any Cantonese, I wasn't really sure what I ordered, so it's actually a surprise. Prawn dumplings and a big fat bun. Wait, what's in there? I was gonna order a nai huang bao, but they said they don't have it, so this is the most ordered bun here. This is the famous spot for photos, and these cars are really mad.
It's like a battle between the traffic and all the photo people. So they actually have a little designated photo area here. Yeah, everyone's trying to get their little walking shot across the street. It's so funny. We're heading on down to the beach.
Left my bag under the pole that we were taking a picture of with my passport and all of my documents in it. It's this place.
They have so many New Zealand products here.
We used to love this.
Brand. Yeah,
How much are they selling for? 39 HKD. Actually not terrible.
That's still kind of bad.
Okay, I have no concept.
Do you even have
Char sisters.
Char sisters?
Cha.
This one we haven't seen. So we're doing one day in Hong Kong, figuring out all the visa stuff. It was always a fun trip, but you know, we're making the most of it. Ooh, latte. I don't mind this temperature, like 30 degrees, not too bad.
Kind of looks like the Harry Potter train. Let's go to Harwood.
Damn, it's like in 4K HD down here. Char's just like hiding out of the sun.
I quit. Where do I hand in my resignation?
It's your video.
I know, I don't want to do it anymore. I was like to Lawrence, can you get the DJI and go like film over there? Because it's in the sun too hot. I'm melting, but it is such a beautiful day. Apart from being, I can't talk because it's so hot. What was I gonna say? With the red car, it's just so aesthetic. We're done taking photos at Kennedy Town. It is honestly so pretty there, and it's actually significantly cooler around here because it's so close to the water. But if you're standing in the sun, it still feels like scorching fire.
Next we're heading to Shui
Shui Pool. Yeah.
Lots of like camera stands and stalls and electronics mall there. So we're gonna go have a look at some like OG little
They call it
cameras.
CCD. Yeah, why is it called CCD?
Camera disc.
We're looking for a sister for our existing CCD.
It's like so many secondhand things here. It mostly ranges from like SIM cards, watches, lights, and then just like a bit of everything.
This is the famous camera store.
If you're a dumbass like me and forget your travel adapter, you can pick one up for 5 Hong Kong dollars.
The thing I noticed while walking around the city is that there will be a lot of random dead spots where the internet just won't load. So if your internet is not working, just walk forward like a few steps.
About time for a sandwich, I reckon.
So refreshing. Exactly what I need. Lawrence is getting us some bus tickets to get back to Shenzhen tonight. Okay, so I'm in Guangzhou. I don't know how this happened. Tell us, how did this happen, Lawrence?
So we went on a lot of buses today. Originally we arrived in Shenzhen, and then today when we were coming back from Hong Kong, we pretty much arrived at the airport. And because we didn't realize, well, we knew the Gaokao, the exam, like the big exam in China was going, but it apparently ended yesterday, which means all the ticket prices
Went up because all the kids who have graduated want to go on a holiday.
finished their test, not graduated.
Oh, really?
The weird thing is that it's only in Shenzhen. So we went actually like straight to the airport because that was where we got the shuttle bus from Hong Kong back to Shenzhen. And then the guys looking up online, and because we're foreigners, they couldn't give us the transfer flights because they were really cheap. And then he looked up and said that it was way cheaper if we just go from Guangzhou back to Shanghai. So we got another bus from Shenzhen to Guangzhou, which was about 40 minutes and like 60 yuan. Otherwise we would have paid like nearly 2,000 per ticket, but the tickets from here are only like 500, 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we thought might as well make this an opportunity to see Guangzhou for a day or so.
Yeah, and so we're like, we don't have anything to do tomorrow really, so we might as well just like hang out in Guangzhou for a day and then go back the day after. I love China, it's great. So this is the spot my friend recommended. It's really big, what the hell?
This is like freshly out of the oven.
And the butter right next to it.
And the butter was put over ice, so it doesn't melt. Just took my first bite and oh my god, this char siu is perfect. Sometimes I find char siu way too hard and stale or like too chewy, and this is like the right amount of fat and skinny, but it doesn't have that gross fat flavor. Like it just melts in your mouth and the flavor is just fresh.
Gotta have the OG milk tea as well. Well, that was freaking amazing. So if you come to Guangzhou, don't miss the spot. Okay, after a whole bunch of hotel drama, we finally are like out in Guangzhou. So we're gonna begin our shopping exploration of the city. And the first mall is actually right next to us by Beijing Lu, and it's called T-Mall. So far it's feeling like a very standard mall, but most malls when you go to B1 are usually all food, and this one actually has quite a lot of these smaller designer brands. Beijing Lu seems like a pretty good spot to stay. It's like very central, pretty much all the stores, a lot of good restaurants, and the big like closed off road is right here as well. Thanks for that. That hit me. Yep. And we keep getting lost on the GPS because it keeps saying like turn right here, but like where the hell are we going? There's these little like back streets all connecting the main roads. Alright, we just arrived at the APM area. You can already tell this is definitely a big as like clothing production area. We looked online and it said the mall closes at 7, but apparently this whole area is like 8 PM. It's about 6:30 now, and we'll just go with the flow and see what looks good. We're good. Yeah, cool. Food part 2 on our random adventure to Guangzhou.
This is so good.
Alright, we've come to Beijing Street, the big walking area, on the search for some dessert.
This trip has accidentally become a food trip.
We actually have done some shopping today as well. However, everywhere closed a lot earlier than we were expecting.
This is, I feel so guilty.
Nice. Is it cold?
It's hot on top and cold in the bottom.
Oh wow.
eat restaurant here. They sell roasted pigeon. There's a bathtub in our room, and Lawrence is eating fruit in the bathtub.
And writing lyrics. This is the life of a tortured artist. Give it to me.
It's our last day in Guangzhou and we're gonna go and do some last minute shopping. First, we're gonna have some dim sum. I could have this every single day. Here last night, but we ran out of time. They had a lot of good stuff here.
Thoughts on the shoe floor?
You know what? You might as well go online. There's way more options online, less repeats, and you can send it back for free. Quality wise, it wasn't that high, so the clothes are better.
So we're now on level 3. This is where all the like actual brands are rather than the more wholesale type of stores. So it might be a little more design and some more unique pieces here. Grab a look. Alright, we're on level 5 now. The men's level is about 2 floors of jewellery and accessories and stuff. So far, men's has been very disappointing. Nowhere near as nice as the women's stuff. Most of it's all just like fake brand t-shirts and stuff, but look at it. Yeah. The char found a really good dress and a nice top. Men's was a complete fail, but yeah, there's some pretty good stuff here.
Apparently the mall across the street is where all the men's stuff is.
Yeah, so we're gonna head across the street now and check it out. It's looking slightly more promising here, but
Very slight.
Welcome back to our super 不顺利 Guangzhou, Hong Kong vlog. We're now at the airport. Originally our flight was at 9:40 and it has been changed to 4 a.m. tomorrow.
And no one's giving us any clear information. They're blaming it on the weather, so we don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's 10 p.m., which is not too bad, but I'd rather be home.
Rather be in Bali.